Hi, it's Jo here, the gardener from Bulwell Forest Garden, and today we're making a short video just to get you started on things that you can grow at home and things you can be sowing now. So mainly talking about seed sowing and how to do it well. So I'm going to start by sowing some spring onions. So I'm going to fill my tray up with some, it's just a multi-purpose compost. So I'm doing it in modules. I'm going to dib a little hole with my finger in each module, and there's 9 in this one. Then I'm going to get a packet of spring onion seeds. And usually when you're seed sowing, you do it 3 times the depth of the seed that you're sowing. So these are quite small, so I don't want to bury it too deep because the seed would rot. So what I'm going to do here, so I tip the seeds out. I'm right-handed, so I tip them out into my left hand, put the seeds down, and then I'm going to take a pinch of seeds, which I'm hoping is going to be about 5 seeds. I'm going to put 5 seeds in each. That's enough. I'm going to cover them up. A bit more compost. I'm going to get the tray the same size, press it down, and then I've got a label saying what I've sown and the date I've sown it, and I'm going to bob that in there, place it there, and then later on when I've done them all I'm going to give it a water. Here are some that I did earlier, well not earlier, today. These were probably done about 2 weeks ago. There's some here that are just coming up. Now the idea behind doing a few seeds in each module is to sort of reduce the amount of work in the future, so I don't have to prick these seedlings out when these are about ready to go actually. When they've filled up, when the root bowl's filled up, I can transplant the whole clump and it can grow together. And I'm going to cover that in another video because I'm going to try and grow these in a container, which might be useful to those of you who haven't got the luxury of a garden at the moment. So what I'm going to do here, and this is to try and sort of get you to be creative with what you've got. So the last thing we want is loads of people running out to the shops at the moment. And yes, I did have like a nice module, but a lot of people won't have that. So what we're going to do here is use toilet roll tubes, which there should be a lot of these around. I don't know where all that toilet roll's gone, but so in here I'm going to grow some early peas. So varieties are important. So this is an early variety of pea called Meteor, which is perfect for planting now. And toilet roll tubes are really useful because the peas can get the roots down and you can transplant the whole thing into the ground without disturbing the roots. So I'm just going to dib a little hole in each one, and I'm going to put just 1 seed in each. So that's 5. I'm going to bob my label in, and I'll water those later. Okay, so this is another improvised planting vessel. So this is just an old milk container that I've cut the top off. I don't know where the rest of it's gone. Anyway, so what I'm going to try and do in here is do some salad bowl lettuce. And the idea behind this is I'm trying to do like a living salad pack, like what you might buy in a supermarket. So I'm going to grow a variety of lettuce called salad bowl, and this is a really good one because you can cut and come again with this one. So once it's grown, so the aim is to grow it as a small plant, and then I can cut along the top, and if I keep watering it and looking after it, it will grow again. So an example, this is mixed salad leaf, but this is an example of kind of what I'm trying to create, and that's just an old, I don't know what it is, beetroot pack or something. But the important thing is to put holes in the bottom so you've got drainage there. So that's going well. So with lettuce seeds, in a packet like this, you've probably got about 1,000 seeds, and that's a lot of seeds. So we want to sow these very thinly. So we're going to use the same technique. So there's probably too many there, but I'm going to just scatter them and try and spread them out. You could mix them with sand to get a better, more even mix. The idea is I want lots of young plants in here. And the seeds are quite fine, so I'm just going to give them a fine covering. Press them down and stick my label in. And the next thing I'm going to try and grow, and I'm going to use this old fruit punnets, which has already got holes in the bottom. I'm going to try and grow some radishes in here, just a few, and I'm not going to transplant them because radishes won't really transplant very well. So I'm going to fill it up to the top, and I've got some sparkler radish. And radish are pretty hardy, so you can sow these now. Again, same technique. And then I'm just going to scatter a few seeds. They're a bit thick, those, but you could take your time and spread them out a bit. A little sprinkling on the top, and then a nice press down. And I did have, here's some I did the other day. And then the last thing I'm going to sow is, because these things will feed my belly, but I like flowers, so we're going to feed our souls. And for this, I'm going to try an egg box. With the idea behind this is that I will transplant these seedlings, but I can leave them in the cardboard and just put them into bigger pots. So I've got Cosmos Dazzler, which is a very beautiful flower and beneficial for pollinators. So I've got a few seeds. I'm just going to put about 4 in each, 3 or 4 in each. I mean, I'm rushing a bit here, but gives you the idea. And then I'm going to cover them up. Probably a bit too much compost in there. I'm going to label them. And I'm going to put them all together and water them with a rose on the end of my watering can, so I'm not washing them out. And some of these things here, I've got beetroot coming up here. I've got leeks here. So these were all done about a week ago. Okay, so I'm going to water them with a rose on the end. Give them a gentle water, keeping my watering can moving, so I'm not flushing them out. And then what I'm going to do is, I've got a piece of old plastic here. You could use a plastic bag. You could do this on a windowsill. I'm just going to cover them up with the plastic bag to keep the moisture in and to keep them warm, to help them germinate. You could put horticultural fleece over if you haven't got that. Just put a piece of newspaper, and this is just until they start germinating, and then when they start germinating you need to take them out, put them with your other seedlings. So that's hopefully what you'll, if you want to get sewing, hopefully in a week you might have some lovely plants like this, and that's the end of gardening tips. Happy growing.